here we can see what the wing is going to look like after we've glued it together here in the middle. Now, we can clearly see if we look here, down here, that the wings are not sitting together like they should. There's not enough dihedral on the ribs, so we have to amend that, and we can use this this number here. It says dihedral 1.5 inches under each tip, sorry. That's 38 millimeters. We have to raise the wings at 38 millimeters and then sand a little bit on the rib. Now, how do we do that? Let's have a look. Okay, here I've got the wing, and I've placed it so that the lower surface is exactly following the edge of the table here. I've got a piece of wood underneath here, placed so that if I measure here under the wing, under the tip rib, I get 38 millimeters. And we can clearly see that I need to sand a little bit off the top of the rib to get it to be correct. Now, I use the table here, or building board, to give me 90 degrees, and I've got some steel blocks to hold down the wing. There we are. Now, if I do this to the other wing half, they will now sit together correctly and make the correct dihedral. Now, the next thing we have to do is take the dihedral braces, and we have to stick them into the wing here, in front of and behind the wing spars. Now, we have to make a slot and slide this in until it reaches halfway. It will then be sitting against the rib number 2. Here I am mixing together 30-minute epoxy, and I'm going to glue the 2 wing halves together. I use epoxy because I want this to be really strong, and I want to have enough time, so I'm using 30-minute epoxy. Now this has got to have time to harden, and I'm not going to get even close to it for at least an hour or so. Right, here we have the nearly completed wing. So I've made a little bit of a change here. Now here in the middle, in the back, I cut out a piece of 1.5mm plywood and glued it down here in the middle to the aft of the wing. I also cut out this this curve that is shown as a cutout here on the plan. So the only thing that we now need to do is to cut this away and maybe put a little bit of filler down there just to hide this hole. Right? Now I'm going to put some filler in this crack, and also here where I cut the balsa away, I'm going to put some filler. Now the filler I'm going to use is this polyester putty from Motip. Here in Europe we also have something called P38, and in America they've got trusty old Bondo. They're all the same. Now a little bit of hardener and we're off. Okay, I think the wing is just about ready for covering, about 99% ready. Not much left to do. So we'll finish it here, and then next time we'll see about fitting the wing onto the fuselage. And maybe the tail too. Might do. So there we are.